Good job! You really know your antecedents. Let's look at one more example of an antecedent. Let's say you're driving 65 on a 2-lane highway in light traffic and you see this. Do you always slow to 55? No, probably not. You are more likely to keep driving 65 or whatever the maximum speed you feel you can drive without getting a speeding ticket. So you see, not all antecedents produce the intended behavior. When you want a good behavior repeated or a bad behavior stopped, it's not necessarily the antecedent that will get that for you. Behavior is modified by consequences. Speaking of behavior, let me turn this over to behavior. B hails from Action, Michigan, where she is the manager of getting stuff done at Function Enterprises.
Hello. Behavior is an action, reaction, or function. A behavior can be seen or heard. This is key when trying to identify a behavior. For example, if a salesperson greets a customer by saying,
"Hello, how can I help you?"
it is a behavior because you can hear it. If an employee moves some boxes, that's a behavior because you can see the employee moving them. Behavior describes an action. It requires muscle activity. It's what people do, not what they are. Behavior is active, not passive. When we talk about what constitutes a behavior, we must consider eliminating vague terms that describe behavior. See if you can identify the vague phrase used by the manager in this clip.
Sam, you're moving those boxes in an unsafe manner. Don't do that.
What was vague about what the manager said?
I think the manager was vague when he said, "You're moving those boxes in an unsafe manner."
That's correct, Jennifer. Woo! What exactly is an unsafe manner? If the employee is not familiar with the correct way to move boxes, telling him he is doing it in an unsafe manner is not productive. However, being specific about how to move the boxes in a safe manner takes away any doubt about how to do it.
Sam, that's not the safest way to move boxes from place to place in the warehouse. You should load the boxes onto a pallet jack and push it like this. Now you try. That's right. Good job.
Much better. The manager was specific about what he wanted from the employee and showed him how to do it. Another vague term that is commonly used is customer service. If you ask 10 people what good customer service is, you'll likely get 10 different answers.
Rick, that wasn't good customer service. You need to work on that.
Wow! How is Rick supposed to know how to give better customer service based on what the manager said?
Good point, Annie. To make customer service skills specific, determine what you would like to see or hear the employee do.
Rick, let's talk about what you need to do to provide good customer service. You need to acknowledge the customer within 1 minute of the customer entering the door by saying something like, "Hello, can I help you?" You should also smile and make eye contact with each customer during the transaction.
Thanks. I'll work on that. Hello, how can I help you today?
That was much better. The manager gave the employee pinpointed behaviors that could be seen or heard.
Attitude is another vague term used to describe behavior. The word attitude doesn't let us know if it's a positive or a negative behavior. It could be either one.
I hate counting bins. It's the third time we've done this in the past year. I don't think this company treats its employees very well.
Mark, you have a bad attitude. You need to change it.
Do you think Mark is clear on what the manager is telling him?
No. Mark knows he has done something wrong, but he probably isn't clear on what. The manager needs to be more specific.
Mark, can I see you in my office? Mark, you complain about every assignment you're given, and you speak negatively about the company to customers. These behaviors have to stop.
Much better. Pinpointed behaviors are much more effective when communicating your expectations to your team, and they are also more effective when delivering disciplinary action. Now, try your hand at finding a few pinpointed behaviors.